Fourth argument, one of my personal favorites. A real man wouldn't XYZ. The counter to this is simple. It's something that I made up after hearing enough of these shaming tactics. The following is in regards to any and all shaming tactics involving the phrase real man. Quote, actually quoting me here, but quote, I'm a real man because I say so, not because I match anyone else's definition of what a man is. Not any other man, and certainly not any woman. There's actually more to that, but that's enough. Also, not because anyone else allows me to be or grants me the title that they can easier take away than I don't that you can easily take away when I don't match their requirements. That usually, if not always, favor women. I alone, under my own freedom and free will, determine whether I am a man or not. No one else. Okay, so I did put it all there. Okay. Fifth argument that you might hear. What if it was your sister, mom, daughter, aunt, grandma, etc.? Okay. With this guilt trip shaming tactic, the answer again is simple. First, I don't deal with what ifs. I have yet to hear anyone, man or woman, come with the same shaming tactic of what if it was your dad, brother, son, uncle, nephew, etc. What if it was your, etc. to women that assault men? Yes, I edit my shit in there. Man, forget you. Leave me alone. Second, considering my stance, if I had a daughter and she, despite my instructions not to go around assaulting anyone, especially men bigger and stronger than you, decided to still go and assault a man for any reason short of self-defense of life, limb, and property, then the same rule applies to her as well. Simple as. 6. You sound like you hate women. Misogyny. You advocate men beating women, etc. Okay, you probably the simplest counter of them all. Simple fact is, whether I hate women, I'm a misogynist, etc., or not, that doesn't change the fact. That doesn't change or make null and void the anything that I've said so far. Will say or my original stance, arguments, or points made. What I said still stands. Men still have the right to defend themselves if they so choose. Me being a misogynist or a simp, me being the defender and protector of women, or me being some raging anti-woman whatever, doesn't change that fact. 7. It's how I was raised. The only thing that this deflection does is show where this foolishness you practice comes from. I could say I was raised to rape, murder, have KKK-like racism towards X, fill in the blank, X race, etc. Doesn't mean it should be practiced, or worse, accepted by everyone else around me. Same logic applies to this argument. And finally, number 8. You don't have to hit them, you can restrain them. Okay. First, if I'm getting attacked by anyone, I'm not going to be thinking how I can at least hurt them. I'm going to do whatever I feel like at that moment to stop them, be it a fist or a sledgehammer to the face. Second, it's not my job to restrain anyone. The word is self-control and self-restraint. The word in those words is self. This means you can't offshore to anyone else. I have to control and restrain myself from knocking you out pre-assault. I am not going to give a fuck about restraining and controlling you post-assault. Finally, there is no way I or any man should grab a woman to restrain her. There's nothing stopping her from saying you tried to rape her or grope her or touch something, sexual harassment or some other shit. I personally, me talking here, being 6'6", 300 pounds, heterosexual, black, male, and for what it's worth, a foreigner, whatever that's worth, if anything, doesn't help my efforts. Okay? Simple fact is, if women need to restrain and control themselves, Simple fact is women need to restrain and control themselves or they're going to wish they had. As a side note, if you do try to restrain her, there will, I guarantee you, be no shortage of pussy whip, bow down, bow out, simp trick, worship, defend and protect women, right or wrong, manginas running to come and beat your ass simply because you put your hands on a woman any at all, even though it was to protect yourself. A variation of this I saw some time back. I'll try to find a link on to it on YouTube. I believe YouTube is where I found it. From some show, forgot the name, but I think it was like Ultimate Toe or something, or Ultimate Repo, or something like that, where this fat guy, this skinny guy, and some woman go around what appears to be California. This is what appears to be California, repoing cars. In one episode, they came to take a guy's car, and the guy was asking his girlfriend why she didn't pay the payment like he told her to. He had simply put his hand on her shoulder, and the fat guy of the repo team suddenly attacked the boyfriend, yelling something to the effect of, "You don't put your hands on her." It then cut to him in a room talking to a camera, much like they do on Jersey Shore. Every 2 seconds, they're always cutting to get the person's personal thoughts or something like that, where he goes off about how any man that puts his hands on a woman is XYZ. What makes it sad as hell is that when he attacked the boyfriend for touching his own girlfriend, not one, his own girlfriend. Break. I did actually proofread this and everything. I'm just catching stray ends, odds and ends now. I did actually go through and proofread this whole thing. Anyway, his own girlfriend, his own girl, the girlfriend herself started yelling at him, "What the fuck are you doing?" To which point the fat fuck threw up his hands, rolled his eyes, and clunked away into the repo truck. Basically what that means is he was there trying to defend and protect her, and she was asking him, "What the fuck are you doing to my boyfriend? What the hell are you? Why the fuck are you attacking him?" So he thought that the guy assaulted her, and even she herself, the person being defended, didn't ask for this defense, evidently didn't want it. Even she's asking this fool, this mangina idiot, "What the fuck are you doing?" To which point he just goes, "Shh," and then slinks off. Okay. Back to this. Lucky for him, the boyfriend only came back with a baseball bat and not a gun. If it was me, I wouldn't need either. These are the main arguments, or some derivative thereof, that will be heard in defense of men not being allowed to physically defend themselves from assault from women.